Hi, this is a video on the Joby Griptight Pro Telepod. Now this is a tripod and selfie stick all in one, but it comes with several mounts. It is made by Joby and it comes with, as I said, it comes with several mounts and a remote control to operate your phone. This is what it looks like all around the box. It's capable of placing a GoPro on there as well, and a DSLR camera as well. This is what it's suitable with. And obviously the time when they made this, the iPhone 10 and the 10X, 10S wasn't available at the time, but it still takes those phones as well. So it can take up to a Note phone and slightly bigger than that as well, with the adjustable clamp. So what I'll do is I'll take it out of the box and show you what's in there. Now this is what you get in the box. You get an instruction booklet on how to use it, which is a quick start guide as well. And you get what they call the Impulse, which is an instruction on how to pair the Bluetooth shutter button here. You get a GoPro mount, a 1/4" thread mount for DSLR cameras and your compact cameras. You get the mount for your phone, and you get at the top here, you get a screw thread tightener to tighten these, to attach these onto the Telepod. And you get the Telepod itself, and as I stated already, you get the remote control. Now I'm going to take out each individual thing and show you at one at a time. Okay, the first thing we'll look at is the actual Telepod itself, and what you get here is 3 tripod feet here, and these tripod feet are made of a hard plastic with grey rubber coating on them and rubber ends at the bottom. As you can see, there's holes placed around there, and it's for the lanyard. So this is the lanyard that you get, which is quite a good lanyard actually. It's quite a good quality lanyard, which is adjustable as well. As you can see there, it's adjustable, so you can tighten it to your wrist. You get a nice kind of diamond grip, a nice diamond grip on the feet, so it's able to be gripped and hold quite good. And in the hand, it is not too bad. It's not too big and it's not too small. It's just right. I'd say it's about the thickness of an average steering wheel. I'd say that kind of thickness to it. Going up the handle, we get the Joby remote control, which I'll go into that more, but that's the remote with its holder, and the holder, slide that on, and the holder can be removed. Oh, it's just a bit fiddly doing it behind the camera, but as you can see, that slides in there. What I'll do is I'll take that off. As you can see, it comes off, and basically the remote, I'll put that down, the remote slides into it there. Now on the back of the remote, on the holder, you see there is a connector here, and that means you can place it on any one of these holes on the legs. It depends, all depends where you want it there, so that it can be just pushed in and it snaps into place. Now at the top here, this is metal. This is all metal. And at the very top you can see there's a lock button and an unlock button, and this is for extending the selfie stick part. And there's a little triangle on there, little mark, and this is rubber here. So what you do is you turn it and it can extend out, and it comes out one, 2 and 3. Now I'll try and get it all in the shot here, but it is quite long. It's roughly about, extends up to 31 inches, or in metric 79 centimeters it extends up to. And to lock it in place, you turn it, so you turn the top and that locks it all in place then, so it doesn't slide back down. It is quite lightweight to hold, very lightweight. It weighs 220 grams. Now when you extend the feet, I'll show you just on the one leg here, it has a notch, so it's on the first notch and that's the second notch. Now the first notch puts it into a typical tripod stance, but you have to remember, if you put it into this stance, this has to be raised up, because this is the actual selfie stick itself, so you have to raise that up a little bit and then lock it. And I know the angle is a bit funny, but that's how it will look on the first notch when you move out the legs. Now if you move out the legs to the second notch, once again unlock the selfie stick part and bring it all the way up, it flattens out. So if it's sitting onto the ground, on a tabletop, it's not too bad, or on a wall, you can have it in the first position, but the second position the legs go in, this is mainly for the ground, and that's why it gives it such a wide spread. Now I'd say it gives it in circumference probably about 12 inches, the spread is. That's what it gives. Now, as you can hear, when you bring them down, they click back into place, and on the last click, they close up. And then you just turn to the unlocking position and that slides down. So that is the Telepod itself. Now I'm going to show you the mounts that you get with this. And the first mount you get is the telephone mount, the smartphone mount. And what you get here, it's a 1/4 inch thread and 1/4 inch screw thread at the side and at that side. Now the reason why they got these two threads here is because Joby sells arms, flexible arms that come out, which can hold lights. Basically it's to hold your lights. Now the arms come out similar to the GorillaPod. They come out, they are like the legs of the GorillaPod. They come out and they flex with a 1/4 inch thread on the top mounted to them. So as I says, you get a 1/4 inch thread mount at the bottom, and that's to mount it to that. You get now an adjustment thumb screw here, and what that does is when your phone is in the clamp, you can adjust the phone in any position. So if it's on the I'll put it on the stick, and as you see, you can adjust the phone in any position. So that's what that thumb screw is for. If I tighten it back up. Now the thumb screw it's metal with a rubber grip to it. Now I'll just screw that off. It's easier then. Right. The smartphone clamp has rubber here, here, and on the back. The word Joby written across, and it has a cold shoe mount or hot shoe mount on top. Now this can be removed by using a Allen key to remove it, and it has a stopper here, and that can be removed with a small Allen key. On the back we have another adjustment thumb screw, and that is literally for when you loosen it one turn, it extends the clamp. So this isn't spring loaded, it doesn't depend on the spring, it just uses that thumb screw to tighten the clamp. Now that rubber comes all the way through to the back here as well, so you can adjust whatever phone you want to put in there, and it does open up quite far, so it can take really big phones into this. Now at the same time, with this adjustment screw, if you want your orientation of your phone, which will be sitting that way, you can also have it in, which is in landscape. You can also have it in portrait by simply undoing the screw here, loosening it slightly and turning it, and then you got landscape. Oh, sorry, you got portraits. I'm sorry about that. You got portrait. So you can have a portrait that way, or simply releasing the screw turns it back and you got landscape. So that is the smartphone mount. Next is the not GoPro mount. Next is the compact camera and DSLR mount. Now that looks like this, and that sits in, or sits on top of the GoPro mount here, and that fits together like so. And the thumb screw, I'll try and fit it in here, and the thumb screw goes into here. Now with this thumb screw, one thing I like with this thumb screw is, as you can see, it's not exactly round, and it's not exactly like a typical GoPro thumb screw. It's actually more of a rectangle shape, which is easier to tighten, and it is quite a long thumb screw. And as I says, this mount here is specifically for action cameras with a 1/4 inch screw thread on them, or your DSLR camera, or your compact camera. That's what that's for, and that's a tightener to tighten it. So you don't have to necessarily screw down your camera to it. You can just screw your camera in halfway and just tighten it with the tightener. Now this is all plastic, including the GoPro adapter here, mount. Obviously that's the nut there is metal, and this is plastic but with a metal screw through it, and that sits on top of there, so that gets screwed into here. And this, now you can fit your camera, and to fit your GoPro on there, obviously your GoPro will be in its frame, and it will just fit down into that with that screwed in. So for what you get quite a lot of mounts that covers quite a full range of photography gear, from your phone to an action camera to a DSLR, can be used with this Joby Telepod. Now lastly, we come on to the remote. Now this is a Bluetooth shutter remote, and when you get it, there is a plastic sheath that is in here, and what you do, you pull it and you put your finger down on this button here, and you have your smartphone on Bluetooth in discovery mode. Keep your finger pressed on here, and this white border around lights up red, and once it connects to your phone, it will flash to say it's connected, and that's it. You've got now a shutter. It operates in photo mode on your mobile phone. It will take a picture. If you put your mobile phone in video mode, video recording, then it will start and stop your video recording. Now this takes a small coin cell battery, and this is what's written on the back, and this is the impulse, and it takes a small coin cell battery. Now you cannot connect this remote. I have tried it. I have absolutely tried it, and it does not connect to a GoPro. So do not try and connect it to a GoPro. It does not connect to an Insta360. It doesn't connect to the Insta360 One, and it doesn't connect to the Insta360 One X. So really do not try it, because I've tried it and it doesn't connect. It doesn't recognize it. So it's just for your smartphone. It just operates for your smartphone. And obviously you get a little lanyard on there, which can connect to your keys. And this is plastic, and the holder is plastic. Now, this Joby Griptight Pro, you can pick it up on Amazon. Now on Amazon, as you can see, original price was 90, call it 5 pence less than £95, and now you can pick it up for £88. But I always say, if you look down here, there are other companies here which are selling it for £79.47. Now sometimes you can get a used one which is even less than that, but at the present moment this is what you get for this price. Now I suggest that you look on eBay, because they are obviously people selling these on eBay, and they're a lot cheaper on eBay than on Amazon. But as I says, Amazon, they'll be brand new unless you look down here, and if it says new or used, you can get used ones, but I suggest for the price I'd go on eBay. Now this is all what you get, and for a good vlogging kit, I'd say this is quite good for what you get. It is quite good. It's a bit pricey, but as I said, if you go on eBay, you can probably pick up a second-hand one, because I paid for this one £25, and I'll be using this instead of my tripod, because I use to do my reviews, because I use a full-size tripod, and because I am filming in my dining room, and this tripod is permanently out, my missus does not like that. My wife does not like that, because she's a bit of a house-proud woman. But with this setup now, using this to film my reviews on, it can be put away, and she doesn't have to see this. So If you're a vlogger, this is a very good item to have, especially the phone. The phone mount is very good, absolutely brilliant. That phone mount is one of the best I've seen, phone mounts I've seen. So this is my review of the Joby Tight Grip Pro Telepod. So please do me a favor, please like and please subscribe and leave any comments. Thanks.